All right. Wow, this is great. I am so excited today. Everybody, I just want to share with you that yesterday was a bad day and today is a good day. Yesterday was a good day too. I don't want to discourage it, but I was, as you were witnessing in my previous episode, I was tired. I was beaten down. I was not feeling well. I might have had a headache and a stomach ache and a soul ache, little heartache, stomach ache, and I was um, uninspired. And yet I did the show anyway, and it was bursting with ideas. It was really just, I mean, I practically, had like a couple of lines of just whipped together a few lines of creativity, and it sort of blossomed in the moment. So maybe yesterday wasn't such a bad day at all. But today is a great day. I'm so excited to be here and to do this episode, which is the number 9. and I and the reason is like I have something to share with you. I just had a great breakthrough, a certain creative breakthrough of the show, a development. Let's say we could say a development, an evolution. A development would be fine. I'll go with that. Now, it just recently happened. I was out. I was out, just sort of sitting on my stoop on the front porch, and I was enjoying the fall breeze and sort of the elements. But I was also crafting. I was also brewing ideas, and it popped in my head exactly what's going on. I've actually already been doing this the whole time, and maybe if you're good, you might have caught on because you got me. But what I'm doing here is I'm trying to come up with the perfect greeting, and we talked about it on a couple of shows back. I got my notes right here because I haven't got a producer, so I have to check my notes. What was it talking about? Anyway, let's just say it's probably episode 4. I'm gonna go with 4. Um, we talked about this, and I had this brainstorming session. Like, what is it going to be that we're going to introduce the show? This show, the name of the show, the name of the host, and make it all short, and snappy, and smart and sharp. Something that everyone could play along with at home. Something you might just be humming. It might not be like a show tune or anything or like a jingle, but you might be humming it when you're in the bathroom. You're thinking, "Oh, that Giddy Up show with Guru," and you're thinking in your head what the intro, and you play it because you're entertained by it and you share it with others. Sometimes you might just burst into a room unexpectedly and surprise your family. Your family might be in the kitchen. You might burst open the kitchen door. Kitchens don't have doors, and then you do the whole intro, and then everyone laughs and claps. Like, that's so good. So that's what we're going for. But what I realized is that this whole time, something very beautiful has been happening that has been outside my control, and we're getting into real mode. So I'm looking at you, eye to eye, and I'm telling you, well, it's not eye to eye. I've got 2 green dots, and you've got 1. It's right there on the top of my screen. So let's just say, yeah, eyes to eye. I'm looking at you, and I'm telling you, this is for real. The intro is coming about organically, without force, just on the power of its own inevitability. And it's going to be great. It's going to be grand. It's going to be sweeping and wonderful. It's going to be so incredibly fluid that you're just going to be your head's going to blow off slowly. It's going to float and go woo. It's going to shiver and then come back down. It's going to be very painless. Well, it's not, you don't even think about pain because your head's going to be blown by such a degree that you're in a whole other realm. So I'm really envious of you that you get to experience that. But I'll be there with you. So anyway, I'm trying to come up with this, and it's happening organically, which means I really don't have to force it. Every show is going to have a different sort of twerking of the intro until something just pops. It just comes out. And for now, we're just, I didn't even have time. Look, I couldn't giddy up with you then, and maybe we'll giddy up right now. But you're with Guru now. You're with Guru now. You've come to your Guru, and you've come to giddy up tonight for maybe the last time before you wind down. But let's not wind down. We're winding up right now. And the thing is that you're probably wondering why is there so I can finish the sentence. I'm about to ask you. So I was so excited as I was rushing up and down the stairs to the studio here. We're going to call this the studio for the moment being. And then I was going up and I was going down the basement. I was gathering supplies for the podcast. Lots of gags and things and objects and utilities that we're going to perform great wonders for the show today because this is a great day. And every time I walk up the stairs, I think, oh, I have this because this is a flashlight for the basement, and I think, oh, don't forget to put the flashlight down where it goes. Well, every time I do it, I forget because I'm so excited to be here with you today. As you can see, this is thrilling. This is just, I'm shaking right now because I'm really excited about this development. So, as you can see, I'm already giddied up. I can giddy up as far as as you want. You can see me giddy up over here and over there, but I'm going to keep going. Anyway, I guess I could take the flashlight. I just want to prove to you that I would run around with this flashlight, so excited to get on the show. I couldn't even put it down. I was distracted by everything. I still can't put it down. It's a symbol. It reminisces, this flashlight. I want to take a moment to appreciate this flashlight. Let's not tell the brand, even though it's fine. Let's put the flashlight right here. No, we can't do that here. We can't do that here. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the flashlight, because really the flashlight is not just a symbol, but it's a monument to the giddy that I feel for you, for this show, for the moment, and for what the vision is. And I just want to give a good sort of loud shout out to this, which now anytime I look at it, I'll remember the feeling I had right before I came onto the show, and that feeling that spilled into the show because I still had it with me, and that's so funny. Yes, well, if you fail to see the humor, then I don't know what's wrong with your soul. We're trying to fix it today. So I'm actually going to put it down for real this time. I'm going to throw it back here, safe on a cushion, and we're going to just get right into it. I know that I named this show my debut EP. I know that because I wrote it here. I wrote it moments before going live, and I wrote it down here. So I don't have to believe that's what the show's called. So let's just get real here. So it's called my debut EP, and if anyone who is a music fan knows anything about anything, anybody who knows anything about anything knows that. That's a movie quote. I just want to. Oh no, I'm going to get distracted because my mind's going all over the place. It's very giddy. I'm giddy. I've been giddying to the max. I was quoting this in my head earlier, and I want the catchphrase of this whole intro of the show to be like this. I heard this quote from maybe a movie or a TV show, and it's I'm sure it's popular, but it goes basically this. I think I can go verbatim. Anybody that knows anything knows that, right? The character's like, and they're real cool about it, right? They're talking to someone else, and they're like chill, they're hanging back. I should do the chauffeur back here. I think I'm way too close. Like I need, as long as you can hear me. I don't know. I'll point the microphone like more angled. It's all about the angles. We got to find our better angles, So the character in the movie or TV show is chilling back. Could be Benedict. It could be Benedict of the Bull. I don't know if it's him, but it wasn't from the movie One Battle After Another. I know it's not. That was some older movie. But the character's just chilling. He's like, well, I think I just remembered what it is. It says, well, anybody that knows anything knows that. I do remember what movie it is. I'm not going to tell you, actually. It'd be great if the fan base can figure it out. Drop a line in the comments, as these podcasters say. But I'm no ordinary podcaster, obviously. I do things differently around here. I have an audience of 0. And that's what makes me special. Is I can still be dropping bangers. Like the previous episode, which was the 8th one, well, you get the idea. Look, I can't be on every second. If I was on every second of the day, then I would never be off. I'm trying to be that's why I'm different. I'm an honest podcaster. So anybody who knows anything about music knows that an EP is. Should I give you guys a clue? No, I already did. I'll give you a clue. An EP is the letter E and the letter P, and they stand for extended play. Now, an extended play, typically in music, is when you have a main album that you have released as a musician, and you have leftover tracks from that recording session that don't make it onto the main album. and you want to release, and typically it's like not enough to make a full album, which a full album, you know, there's standards have changed over the well, I'm not going to get into all that, it's not a music episode. um, is generally an EP will be under 30 minutes. You're going to find probably even 99% of EPs, and you let, I mean, freaking AI that stuff, that ish. Go on right now to your preferred AI chat program, your language learning model, um, AIG or whatever you want to, JAI, is it gay or is it AIG? They both sound gay to me, so. Is it, I mean, IAG, AIG, A, right? So, or is it Gaia? Or GIA? Well, no, it has to be another A between the I. Okay, so it's not really just, you know what I'm saying? But don't check right now. No, I'll check for you. I'm busy. So, what's the deal? What's this year? Oh, EP. So I would say 99% are below 30 minutes. And this is my, so this is, so you're catching my drift here. This episode is called my debut EP because this is actually my first extended play, which means that my previous episode had more content, which I cut. It was not part of the main album. Yesterday was the main show, the main album. This is the EP, the extended play. There you have it. Okay, I've explained it now. I know I tried to make it all long-winded, and it didn't. It became medium-winded. And if I keep going, it'll be long-winded. So we'll send it there. So we got some content we're going to bring to you, and what it is, first and foremost, is what I've noticed as I hear the wind blowing through the trees, and I sit on my front porch, and I feel that I'm wearing a denim jacket. I mean, I put on a denim jacket, and then it occurs to me that this is fall. It's October. October is upon us. Or is October below us, under us? Is it upon us? Or is it below us? Well, I think we have our answer. So now that it's upon us, we want to find a nice sort of activity because people love to do fall activities. Perhaps you celebrate Halloween. You must realize Halloween is a holiday. Holidays are either celebrated or not. Some people don't. You don't have to celebrate Halloween. Think about it. And that's okay. I want to make sure that we live in a society where there aren't Halloweenists. Okay? I myself, now I say this from a biased perspective because sometimes I find myself being in public a Halloweenist. And the Halloweenist, now if you want to know what some signs of being a Halloweenist is, let me just talk a little bit about my struggles. Now, this is when we should have like that music in the background, like it's an infomercial, right? So you can imagine the elevator music, kind of music, but October it up a little bit. I suffer from Halloweenist. I find myself walking around my neighborhood, happy-go-lucky, and then I see extravagant Halloween decorations decorating my neighborhood, all down the street and this way, 88 degrees this way, 99 degrees that way, and I get a little bit prejudicial. I think, why so much love for Halloween? Why? And then I get even more judgmental. I say, come mid-December or early December, will we see decorations for Christmas with this much veracity in my neighborhood? Because when I suffer from as someone who suffers from Halloweenist, I tend to look down on the holiday because we must look at its origins. Its origins haunt me more than Halloween itself. Its origins are that of paganism and occultic nature. Is that not true? Is it true? It's not true. Is it not true? It is true. Is it true? So, what do we have here? Christmas, not pagan, religious, sanctimonious, holy, a celebration of something better than what we celebrate on Halloween. Who do we celebrate on Halloween? Jack what's his name? Skeleton? Jack Skeleton? Is that our demigod? Is that Halloween's demigod? Or Jesus? Who do you want to follow? Jesus or Jack Skeleton? Well, these are the dualities and the sufferings that I suffer with as a Halloweenist. And I find myself doing it in public. Sometimes I can't resist because I'm a very bad Halloweenist. And I say to my neighbor, sometimes I say to my neighbor, this is before my neighbor had Halloween costumes, decorations. I say, yes, the neighborhood is full of too many decorations. It is too early. This was like, because it was September, I do have to admit that while I do suffer as a Halloweenist, I feel somewhat justified in my condition because when I see Halloween decorations September 1st, or at least the first day after Labor Day, I get a little bit angry. So, if you suffer as a Halloween, if you feel like you are a Halloweenist and you suffer from this condition, please, please, please just find peace, find your peace through it, through the journey. And then what you want to do is live in a harmonious, and then you want to imagine a harmonious society where those who celebrate Halloween and those who do not can live together without prejudice, without hate, with love. But we're going to actually do some decorations. We're going to do a little arts and crafts. Now that I'm giving you a nice PSA about being a Halloweenist. Now, if you're also, I just want to say, for all you Halloweenists out there, if you feel alone, if you feel like you're sitting on your front porch and you got the heat of Hades burning up inside of you, this sort of anger and resentment towards all the Halloween hoopla, all the Halloween hubbubaloo, all the Halloween extravaganza and enthusiasm that you see in your local community, please reach out. Please find someone like-minded so you two together can be Halloweenists. And maybe through shared understanding and compassion, you can find a way through your Halloweenist condition and through and expand and transcend into being noist. You can be istlist. Istlist. So that's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Let's get into it here. Now, one of the decorations I want to start with is, yeah, this is good. You're going to get this here. Now, pumpkins are a very popular fall decoration. And what you can do is, we're going to make it, this is a very simple arts and crafts tool. I'm going to go through it with you. Everybody knows this trick, right? So I'm going to demonstrate this piece of paper here. So you take the paper, you fold it in half, okay? You fold it in the half, and you'll understand which half to fold it. You can do it this way if you have this shape. If you have a different shape, you can do it a different way. But everyone knows this. Anyone who's graduated grade school knows this, right? Anyone who knows anything about graduating grade school knows this. So you take this half piece of paper, right? And then you do something very simple. We're going to use Pip as a backdrop because Pip is black. And you take this and you go here, right? And you draw a line out here, right? What do you make? What's this? What's this? Boom, and you come back here like that. It's a pretty simple shape. Here, you look. Okay, low production. This is what you get. You see? Now, what does that look like to you? What does that look like to you? Now, what you got to do here is you take a pair of appropriately sized scissors, and you cut the parts that you just drew over. Come on, anyone who knows anything who's graduated grade school knows this. Don't even pay attention. Just skip this step. You know what you're doing already. You cut this out, right? And you got this folded piece of paper. Blah-de-da. What do we have here? Oh, oh, what is that? What is it? Yes, it's not lips. Okay, it's not anything else. Okay, stop it right. Stop it. No jokes here. That's a heart. Okay, everybody knows that. So we'll move past that. Okay, over with that. You know it. How do you make a pumpkin? Pumpkin is like this. We're using this as an example. Pumpkin is like a fat heart. Okay, the pumpkin is a heart, but has eaten a lot of pie, and now the pumpkin is fat. The heart is fat. Maybe it's true. Maybe if you eat a lot of pumpkin, your heart gets fat. I'm not a doctor. Don't take my advice. If you did, I should not be responsible. As you can tell, I do not have a stethoscope. So, what makes you think I'm a doctor? It's that easy. If I had a stethoscope, then you should really believe everything I say. So now we're going to take another piece of paper, and I feel very sad because I'm running out of this notepad, and I seem to everything else seems to have lines on it. Like you go through an adult life, you collect things like this. Like me, I collect notepads and anything that's like notey, this type of thing just happens. You know, I never buy them, just you acquire them. They always just I collect so many of these things, and what do you know? Only one of them is blank. Every other one has lines. It's ridiculous. So that's all that's left. After that, I don't know. We have to spend some money, make some money, spend some money. Here is a demonstration of so you got the fat heart here, okay? So you start up here. I wish I could show you. I can still show you this. So, okay. Here, let's just kind of get real here. Come on. All right. So you're doing this. You're starting like the heart. I don't know what you know I'm doing here. Is it what should it be like the other way? Is that how you see? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. All right, let's do this way. Okay, I should look what I'm doing. Okay, stop looking at me. I got a little dent on my head. I don't know where that came from. Business, not pleasure. So there it is. You got the heart. Look at this. Oh no. This thing's getting like fat, man. That's not right. Okay, that looks weird. Does that look right to you? You can't even see it. I'm glad you can't see it. Let's start over. Let's do it from this way. Okay. So you got the heart. It's coming out. Boom. And then wait, it's just not even going back because it's so fat. And then she just decides to come back. And there it is. Okay. So what do we got here? This is the end result. Okay. Your heart, but it's fat. You know, you gotta feed your heart. Maybe just full blood. I don't know. That's fine. Now you take the scissors. I don't know. Can I use scissors any hand? That's what it seems like I'm doing. Okay, let's do it this way. You cut it, or cut it backward. No, I'll cut it the right way, I guess. I don't know how that's. Why is I flipping it so many ways? I'm doing this backwards. Okay. Just ignore the image in the back. I swear that's not appropriate. So, let's keep it cool. All right, people. This is arts and crafts time. All right, this is not sexual education. Get your sections correct. All right, know your giddy up segments. No. Now, what is that? Oh, banger. So doing it first time. Here, do it from that side. That's more appropriate. Now, that is a pumpkin, okay? Or a fat heart. Heart, okay? And pumpkin. So, now what you can do is you're saying that's white pumpkin. That's not a pumpkin, it's a piece of paper. Now, this is where it gets fun because now I'm teaching you something you might not have thought of. If you're thinking, this is stupid. But no, now I gotta do it over here on the right side's paper, okay? And now you got a pumpkin. See, oh, this, look at that. Whoa, check it out now. Let's get real. You see where it's going? You can't even see this orange, can you? I should have done this orange. Okay, but this is a crayon, and it goes around like this, and then maybe you can even do other things onto it. So it's not over. Your white pumpkin is just a blank canvas to make anything out of. Now, here we're going to work in 3 dimensions. That was your 2-dimensional guide. Okay, guide. Got it? These are just guides. Now we're going to do something here, but now you got to be a little even more creative with your imagination at home. Because I always like to stimulate y'all's imagination. Yeah, that's fine. You know something? It's time to introduce our sponsor for tonight. It's right here. It's the orange crayon. Yesterday, it was an auburn red streak of hair. It was our sponsor. Today, it's orange crayon. It's actually, Crayola. Crayola. You can see it very clearly. Crayola. Is there another way to say it? How about Crayola? Crayola. So this is your Crayola. It's orange. This is the standard orange color, not any deviation. And they are very sharp. I think they're great for making pumpkins and oranges. So it's the only color that is a rhymes with a fruit. And if only today we had an orange. If only today we had a cutie. If only today I had a bag of cuties, a pack of cuties, 12 cuties, a dozen cuties just hang around this October, because what's more comforting than 12 cuties hanging around your house, in your kitchen, just waiting for you? Well, I don't have a cutie, but there is a great, I actually only have one cutie here. I don't have any such thing, but there is a great arts and crafts cutie project that you can do. I saw it on the X yesterday, and I keep on telling. It's kind of like I was saying yesterday about how I pull Mark Zuckerberg here, because like I call it the X, and it's like I'm thinking maybe they should drop the like when in the movie The Social Network. Sean Parker, whatever, the guy who the Napster, he tells at his first meeting with Mark Zuckerberg, he's like at the very end, he drops the bomb. He's like, you got to drop the because Mark called it the Facebook originally, and then he dropped the, and he's like, it's cleaner. So I'm just saying maybe the X should drop the, but I digress. I saw this thing here, and what I'm doing now is I'm fidgeting. I'm getting all worried because I'm about to bring out a knife. We're going to take this as an example. So we don't have any cuties, but we have this, and we're going to demonstrate with this. I'm actually going to keep the book away, so I don't get anything wet. I'm going to clear the place. I could actually use this. This could actually collect, so I don't make too big a mess. So here is what we call a paring knife. And so that you don't get so literal, you don't have to just cut pears with this. It's funny. You must have a reaction. I reacted because this is what I'm looking at is a inverse, right? So when I do this and I do that, I see this over here. This in my what you see over here is this for me, right? So I'm shocked. I look like this and I see this. I'm looking at this here. I'm looking at this, but I'm seeing this on the same side. On the I wish you could see what I could see. You get the idea? And it freaked me out for a second. I'm like, whoa, this is like I just broke reality. Like, if this is supposed to be a mirror reflection, this is supposed to be on the same side, but it's not. It's on the side that you see. It's on the opposite side. It's a paring knife, but you can actually cut it. No, there's no rules on it. It's just a name. I didn't see instructions. It says only for use on pears. Sometimes you have certain things that say only do this, only for stove, only for whatever you want to, blah. And then you did, so we're going to do it today, just so you see, just so you're not so nervous. We're going to actually cut. So here's your imaginary cutie. Use your imagination. This is a very plump and juicy cutie. And you probably have one at home. And what you do is you start at the top, okay? And you cut the cutie at the skin level. Where is this? Okay, this is supposed to take the juices. You follow me here? Okay. Actually, I should probably do it. I don't cut myself. The blood on the show. And you take this, okay, and you're cutting it, you see, all the way around. You're cutting it. That's what you do. You get it. It's a circle, okay? So you cut it, okay? Now check this out. Now you take this spoon, okay, and this is your cutie, right? You take off the skin, because with a cutie, you just do it. You can see like that. You just peel it right off. Bam, it's done. In this case, now the skin's off, and now you're scooping out. It's already made a mess. Let me soak that up away. Okay, there's apple juice. Okay, some apple juice here. I'm gonna mix that with my mango juice. The mango necker. So now you're scooping it out. See, scooping out the insides, putting it down. You see? No, you can't see here. Scooping it out, scooping out the insides. Boom, bop, boom. Let me get this. And this is beautiful. And then actually, this is a very beautiful knife. This is actually what my family calls a grapefruit knife, because we would only use these knives for grapefruit. And I had them growing up in my home. They're serrated. and they're perfect for grapefruits. Now this is scooping out the cutie that you're imagining. You scoop it all the way out, okay? Now you have a hollow cutie, right? Now what you could do is you could cut into it. Oh, right? The cutie. Oh, into the skin. Oh, whatever you want. Now you're cutting, you're making shapes. Sure. And now it's hollow inside, right? And what you do, and don't forget the cutie is the same color as sponsor today. Orange, Crayola. Same color as our paring knife today, Cuisinart. And then you put a little tea light candle. Now, I should have shown you a tea light candle, but you know what they look like. And once again, you don't have to be literal. Tea light candles are not just for putting in your tea, okay? You don't have to put tea light candles only in tea just because of the name. It's not on the instructions. It doesn't say on the tea light candle package for tea only. Use on tea in tea only. No, it doesn't. You can check for yourself. I'm a doctor. I'm not even a doctor. I might be I might be a theologian, but I am not. I'm a theologian, so I know you. So you can trust that. You can trust that info. Now here's a really big knife. I don't know why scissors. I don't know why I brought those. So that's a great demonstration. Now what you can end up with is some examples. Now if you're really clever, I'm going to show you because you're really special, and I can't wait to show you. But you can come up with some great things. Now, sometimes you hear these things called as jack-o'-lanterns. So you got your little cutie jack-o'-lantern. And here's just an example. If you're really good with the pear knife, right, which you will use on your cutie, you carve your cutie up right in the abdominal region. Okay, and now you make a very interesting shape. You're making a jack-o'-lantern. And this is your end result. You ready, Pip? Gonna come back? Pip loves to come back. There is your jack-o'-lantern. You see? You didn't know. Oh, there's your reflection of me. You didn't know, but now you know that this is the whole reason why they're called jack-o'-lanterns. They're named after Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was great with a paring knife. And most don't know this, but you can go and find like 25 interesting facts about Michael Jackson. And number 23 is that he was good with paring knife. So he would take his cuties and he would turn them into jack-o'-lanterns. Here's another example. This one is called, I'll get that out of the way, The Smooth Criminal. Okay? Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. So you could do that. You gotta get good with the paring knife. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and children, no children allowed, ladies and gentlemen, or frankly, anyone who's watching, have a heart. We have just gone through a nice session of crafty ideas. Now, for the last segment of the show, I like to bring back my notebook to make sure I'm on point. And I am. So, I'd like to introduce to you another segment. It's happening. Has nothing to do with Halloween or October. It just has to do with real life. So I had something delivered to my home today. It was an important package because what I did was I went outside with some friend for business and important business. And I had to go, and I knew a package was coming, and I knew it was an important package. So I contacted my neighbor, and I said, would you mind picking up the package when it arrives? And so that was arranged. Where I live, there are bandits who steal packages off my porch and into their hands. And what happened today, very fascinating, is that someone tried to open my package. My package was found, not like this. Ignore where my hands are. Just look. Right? Okay, wait a second. Let's not do anything crazy because I could knock this thing over and disconnect and the whole show's over. Okay, right, if you find that. See that hole right there? That's how the package was found. Wait. Let's get real here. No, that's correct. Everything else you ignore. But this is what you did. Because this ripped open part is what I did to open it. But I didn't open it. I just looked inside. That is interesting. So it really freaks me out. Because this is real. This is happening. Someone actually tried. I guess they didn't want to carry the box or something. Or they just wanted to find out what was inside. Maybe. But that's freaking me out because not only did I take the precautions to get my neighbor to pick it up, but when they picked it up, this is how they found it. Someone had tried to break into it. So they were close. They could have just ran off with it. Problem is, the contents are number one, expensive, and number two, due to the cost, I do not think they will replace the item just because it's too high of a cost. I imagine on items of this cost, if you say someone stole my package and you can't really prove that, they're not going to just replace a very high priced item. That would be very problematic for the company who's got the product. So we're going to do an unboxing video. This is what I've been thinking about this. I'm thinking because it's the first time I bought anything of this. I think of this value. I mean, this is very high. I bought a car. And so, but I mean like a personal item that's not, So now we're going to unbox this and you're going to see what it is. Okay. And luckily there's no address. It's like on the bottom so you can't see where I live. I always try not to give it away, but I'm sure the sleuths have figured it out already. So I'm very excited. I've got this item. I ordered it like 2 days ago. It's only been released like 3 days ago. Today's Thursday. This item was released on Monday, the 13th of October. If I got that right. Today is Thursday, the 16th of October. It's been 3 days, and I have received the exclusive. These are exclusive FLBs shoes. The FLBs. Okay, this is from. Now, if you know, you know. I'm going to say these are the FLBs, and these shoes are premium, Italian, genuine, handmade, handcrafted, touched by real shoemakers in Italy. 50. This is how it's advertised. And I'm sure it's true. I trust that they wouldn't lie about this. And I mean that with all sincerity. Otherwise, I wouldn't spend a lot of money on them. But I saw them as an item of great value, of great sort of precious a precious thing to have, to use, and to really remember this time in my life. Because it was a very big and expensive indulgence. But it all makes sense. To tell you the truth, I thought of it strategically. I thought this is a lot of money to spend at this moment. And I know what this moment means. There's things that you don't know that only I know. And there's things that you know that I don't know. Pretty much everything. Because I don't even know who you are. I don't know anything about you. I don't even know your name because you're not here. There's no one's here. So it's pretty wacky. Now, it's spooky, actually. It's almost spooky. It's like, who's watching? Who's watching this show? So I have this item, which is very expensive, and I'm so excited to see it and to have it. I am actually, honestly, I do have I have a large shoe collection. I've realized a few years ago that I am a shoe. Well, let's not say anything derogatory. I could say the W word. Everyone has all these words. You got the B word and the C word, and no one ever says the W word. The W word. And honestly, I could say it. I have no problem saying the W word. I think it all the time. I just walk around the airport thinking it all the time. I walk down the street and I think of the W word. So the premise here is that this item, whom they sell this item at cost, and I realized premium items like this I've seen even with this own place that makes this merchandise. I'll say, because merch is so like. Well, I'm going to bring back merchandise. I just figured it out. This merchandise, what people do is they buy it and they put it up on eBay or other marketplaces like it and sell it for incredible markups because this is already sold out. I'm not joking. This item that I have is sold out. It went on sale 3 days ago. They told me there was only like 1,000, but because it's a shoe, obviously there's multiple sizes. I don't know. But I've already gotten word that this item is sold out and you can't have it. Even if you, whoever you are, came on this show right now, live, at this time, the same time I'm saying now, and got information about this and realized, oh, that's hot. That shoe's hot. I want it. This unboxing video is hot. My feet are cold, and I want to get some hot shoes on my cold feet because it's fall and there's a breeze out there. Yeah. Well, guess what? You can't buy them from the merchandising store. You might have to look on eBay. You might have to pay a markup. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's a bad idea. Maybe I need this multitude of money. It's somewhere between, let's just say, I'll give you an example. The shoes are over $1 and under $1,000, to give you an idea, okay? So they're not over $1,000, and there are shoes that are. I don't buy them. I never bought any pair of apparel or anything that's over $1,000 besides a car and a house, I guess. Anyway, these have great resale value. So if I feel I need the money, I can just make it back and then some. I don't have to wear them. I can wear them, or maybe wear them a couple times. Let's say they're previously owned, excellent condition, but you still can't buy them anywhere else. So do you want them with a little wear or not? I'm not trying to sell them to you. I'm just saying, don't come at me saying like, oh, he's so indulgent. He bought these shoes that are between $1,000 and $1,000. So here, it's unfortunate because I really wanted this. This whole setup is really poor. I want to upgrade. You guys have to send me money. By the way, we will do some money sending thing. I have to put that here on the show in a moment because I don't like when you guys stop paying Treon. Treon is not my man. You got to be paying me direct, or I'm going to tell you where you're going to drop. You drop the money right here, and I got the coordinates for you in just a moment. Okay. So we'll get down to that. But here, I want this table to be a little longer so you can see what's on it because I need that as part of the thing. But here are the FLBs, okay? The FLBs. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, dang. Look at that. Gold lettering behind the black. Class. Okay? Pure class right there. I'm going to read these right now. Facts about these shoes. Over 500 skilled hands made these shoes. Crafted with over 100 minutes of focused precision, built across 5 renowned Italian factories. The factories that built these shoes make Gucci shoes and another brand. Made with never-before-seen fusion of luxury, tech, and performance. And we have designed 100% made in Italy. All right. So you're getting the picture here. It's an unboxing video, okay? So it's real, totally unplanned. All right. I don't know what this is. It's probably to keep them. That's like, there's 2 pouches here. I'm doing an unboxing actually. This is a pouch, okay, for the FLBs. That's 1 for 1 shoe. You get 1 per shoe. You get 2. I think there's 2 shoes in here. All right. So wrapping, okay, wrapping paper, okay. What? Oh man, clean. Look at that. Look at that color. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Man, I hope you can get the color across because I was very attracted by color. I love this color. I saw it. And that's not only is that shoe hot, but it's cool too. Oh baby. Oh baby. Look at this. Now look at this feature, right? That's why they're called the FLBs, baby. FLB. Exclamation point. Boom. Look at that. These are called luxury trainers. These are lightweight trainer. Okay. And what they're used for, what you use them for, besides you can, there's a few actually things you could do with this shoe that you're not thinking of right now. But one of them is you can actually, 2 things I'm thinking of. One, you can pour wine or any basic alcohol. You can actually pour apple juice. It doesn't even have to be alcoholic. You drunk bastard. Why's everything about alcohol with you? You can fill this up with fluid, anything beverage you like to drink, and then you can drink it like that. So that's one particular use. You can do that with this, the luxury trainer, or you can also, with the luxury trainer, you can fill this part with dirt or soil, dirt or soil or anything like that, compost, and then you put in plant. You can plant something here and let it grow. So Just two things you could do. I put these on my feet and wear them. So I'm going to try this right now. I've heard great things. You can wear these for a long time. Look at the inside. Wow, I like this. Look at this. I just noticed this. That's the sole. Now I believe this sole is probably um, very leather. This is like a leather sole. Look at that. You can see that black leather. It's very like, I bet it's like putting my feet inside I was going to say Coach, but it's like, when Coach used to advertise for Lexus and they talked about their seats, I feel like it's putting my feet on the seats of a Lexus. I'm trying to take this thing out. Lexus, no, I think it's actually in there. Well, all right, let's not fiddle. Let's do this. Okay, let's get real. I'm getting real. I'm really doing this. Okay, real. See, I'm getting real. It says right on my socks. Go laugh with me. So here it goes. This is for the right. All right. So here, how do I do this? All right. Oh, this is gonna be great. Probably have the wrong socks on. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Feel a little tight. I should probably get lighter socks. But it is the right size. I'm sure because it's leather. Leather tends to break in, right? You wear it every day. These are an everyday kind of shoe. Very, very pricey, but very hot, okay? Look at that. You feeling it? Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna put it on the ground. Let me try its pressure points. I'm gonna try it, give it a little stress test, okay? The stress test. Oh yeah, I can see that, I can see that. That's nice. Let's try the other one. Oh yes, they gave me two, just because I'm such a great customer. Yeah, see? I mean, got one of this. Let's put these things away, right? Now this one is also an FLB. So I got a matching pair. I'm really grateful for that. Now you realize these are laceless, okay? So they got the lace, got the gray Italian leather. Very, very, very good leather. I can see it's great. And look, it's got the band right there in the middle. Boom, okay? I'm sure all handcrafted, okay? Seriously, I've seen the videos. They handcraft this stuff. They actually have Italians with their hands, Italian hands, crafting them or making them. Oh boy. I don't know. I have to do it down here. It's too difficult. It's too difficult. Okay. I love this flap though. Okay. I love this flap. All right, so it's on. Boom. What do you think, y'all? Fancy? Think they're fancy? You love them, don't you? Come on. Come on. Yeah. Dynamite. Dynamite. Wow. I want to keep them on. No, actually, I got to take them off because there's one more thing left to do. I got to take these on proper. That's the way I always do when I kick them off and scuff the back. But these are some pretty banging shoes. Keep for a lifetime. Ooh, look at this feature. Look at this. I like the way that looks. It's like a leather. Ooh, that's like a design feature. You see, not the front is very its own thing. You see, it's got a beautiful inside. And also I like this pattern, which is I don't know what you would call it. It's sort of like a locker. Gives me a very locker. I don't know. Reminds me of something. This whole ribbed pattern here. You can see. You see that? So yeah, I mean, mad decent. I am so. I'm actually going to wear them tomorrow. I have something very important to do tomorrow. Something very professional. It's going down, and it's almost perfect. And maybe I'll get recognized for my FLBs, which have only been out for 3 days and are already sold out. But the thing is now, I'm going to. I changed my mind. Actually, I can't wear them tomorrow because I'm going to make some great content. So what I'm going to do is I know I spend a lot of money right now, but I decided because I know I got a lot of, I'm sure there's like serial killers out there who love this content, but I'm going to kill these shoes now with my paring knife. This is great. But before we do that, I want to keep the suspense up because I am going to kill these shoes that I just bought at a very expensive rate with this paring knife because we're not literal. It could be anything. But I just want to say that we do have to deal with the bill. And the bill is that while I'm going to kill these shoes, and there's a great reason for it because, in a way, I can spend a large amount of money on these shoes, which is not practical, but possible, and it's been done. What now I'm going to do is I'm going to murder these shoes. I'm going to kill them with this paring knife, and with that, I'm going to make back all the money with this incredible content because this will be the first time in podcast and comedy history where a man has bought expensive luxury premium shoes that he cannot buy back except on the second market, the second market, yeah, and he's going to murder them just as he arrives in 3 days after they've been released and now are sold out. But while I'm making content to break even with those shoes, because you are going to come in droves and it's going to pay for the shoes, killing the shoes, and that's how it works. You see, that's how it works. If I were like a review, like if I were one of these guys that says, "Hey, I'm going to buy some luxury item that cost like I don't know, like $600, and then I'm going to get that luxury and bring it here and say, look, I just spent $600 on this thing that you would not think is supposed to be $600, but it is because some things are luxury items. And now I'm going to break it apart in little pieces and eat them. No, I'm going to break them apart on the screen, and everyone's going to go wild because they love the content, and then I'm going to get paid back in dividends. Okay, but before we break even, let's break over the even. Okay, let's go. Let's break over. Why don't you ante up? And by doing that, you can donate for this show and stop. Don't pay Patreon. Patreon is not. I haven't even talked to Patreon. We haven't even worked anything out yet. Patreon, me and so don't pay Patreon. Pay me directly here, and I got the coordinates for you. I keep telling you the coordinates. Those are the wrong coordinates. These are the right coordinates. Okay. We're gonna find them. Give me a second. Now, just remember, say those other coordinates that you got previously because those might come in handy. But today, the coordinates that are where you should be sending the money that you want to contribute to the show, because that's what my audience does, is 56.2639. What do we settle on? There's like that little round thing. It's like a tiny circle. Got a lot of theories. 56.2639, the little circle, N. Now we have 9.5018. That little circle again up there, just hovering right above the 8 to the right. And the letter E, or is it a number? No, it's a letter. Let me check. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I got it right. So now, be sure to send your money there, and it'll be right here. That's where it's going to go. Got these things. Now, let's kill the shoes with the paring knife. Now, I have to get into a position where I do not harm myself, but I will murder the shoes. Yes. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to start murdering the shoes right now. Got it. Yeah. Can't take it. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Look at that banger. Oh, boom. Okay, wait. I'm going to get it. Okay, wait. I'm murdering it. Oh, it's stuck in there. You think it's going to bleed? Which colors does this bleed anyway? What color is this bleed? Nothing. It's got no blood. It's got no life. I don't even feel guilty killing the shoe right now. Yes. Oh, I went in there. You get it. Get it. Look. Oh, I'm going to get over here so you can see what I'm doing. Killing this shoe. Yeah, now this is good technique. I've seen like psycho killers use this technique all the time in the movies, in Roblox, not in real life. I don't know any psycho killers in real life, and you shouldn't either, even yourself. Now here's a good method. I like to go right in the center and really, pummel it. See, I always give it like a real good, like I got to be careful in my hand, right? This is not something you should try. Probably should have got my cutting gloves. I have gloves that are cut proof, but be very careful as you should be. I'm going to get in there and get the leather sole. I'm getting it, taming the lion. Yeah, taming the lion, killing that shoe. You see this? Watch this go all the way through. I'm gonna get it all the way through. Wait, it's gonna happen. It's happening. Wait, I'm almost there. Come on. Where are you? Get in there. Boom. Man, I'm killing this shoe. This is great content. Yes. I feel. I can hear the money coming in. I hear that sound of money, that clean sound, that cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Got a few shoe fragments everywhere. Carve this. Look at this. Oh man, why is this even happening? Yes. Oh, yeah. Man, what a rush. See, this is why I was excited, because I knew this content came in the last 5 minutes of just before air. I was going to kill this shoe. I got it, now I'm going to kill it. But I can't get it because this part in the middle is getting in my way. I'm going to get in there. Yeah, all the way through. Yeah, right in the freaking bottom of your soul. Get in your soul. I'm going to freaking kill your soul completely. Yeah. Woo! Killing the soul. Killing your soul. Killing your soul. Nothing got in here. Wow. This is tremendous. This is the first, people. I'm sorry you couldn't be here and that you already lost, but you could have been. And this is the kind of stuff that you're missing out on. This is the content that you're missing out on my debut EP. But fret not, my friends, because what we have here today is a great, great product that you can pick up. Let's not talk about price. Let's just talk about value. Now, you may think that my debut EP is available anytime on stream, but what if you're not able to stream? What if you're in your car and you're supposed to be driving? What if you're elsewhere, supposed to be doing that thing? Well, today you can have a copy of my debut EP. That is this show in audio format. Now, what that means is everything that you experience today will be translated into an Italian opera, much like the Italian shoes that we've acquired today and have brought onto the show and then murdered. We now have that's wow, this is really, look at that soul, man. Woo! Killed it. So this is the operatic version. It's my debut EP. Everything translated, this entire episode translated, and you can listen to this anywhere. This is an audio CD. This is actually a really nice one. I think it's actually a Sony. So, everyone loves Sony. So, New York. Yep, that's what I say. Now, you may think that this album is so New York, but really, it's so Milan. It's so Florence. I want you, now here's the best part. Not when you purchase this valuable product, this luxurious, valuable brand, for, I don't know, let's just say $600 or let's make it $5.99. Yeah, that's fine. $5.99. For $5.99, not only do you get the contents and the playability and accessibility of owning this, but you will also have the gift of knowing, the knowledge and the knowingness that I personally sang to your disc as it went out in the mail. I sang it a little serenade. I sang it a farewell as it went away. And I won't tell you in which format. It may have been in different formats. You can guess. When you receive it, maybe you can sense what it is. It could be I sang it in operatic. It could mean I sung in rockabilly, right? I sing a little rockabilly serenade as I let it go off. But to your personal CD, I will do that when you make this purchase of this valuable item. So that's great. This is really fantastic. This is a great show. You're having a great time, and I made a great mess. And maybe I'll still wear the shoes for my interview, even though I killed it. And I'll just tell them at the end of it, because I have this big interview tomorrow, and I'm going to go to an interview. And at the end of the interview, if they ever ask about what happened to my shoes, I'm going to say, well, I killed it, like this interview. Well, you had to be there. Just to give me another episode of You Had to Be There. I wish you were there. Well, I'm glad you're not here, but I'm glad that you could be. I'm glad I'm here. I guess I'll put it that way. What a show. Now it's time to go and take a little break and have my rewards. Because I gave myself an incentive to get this done, and yet the incentive should be just to do it. But still, I have to convince myself, because other than the satisfaction of doing something in the moment, there's nothing coming back right now. There's no audience. This is just Guru by himself, looking at himself, pleasing himself, humoring himself, killing himself in a figurative sense. Not literal. Let's not take it literal. I didn't kill myself literally. Killing it, just killing it, and promoting my debut EP. Thanks, folks. It shouldn't be an hour. If it's an hour, they won't watch it. I'm about time.